there. The thing I do for the podcast is I like to change the
Intro
song every single episode, so it's been different every single time.
And
I think I'm going to do Riptide. It's going to cut off right here. Yo. All right, this is working. Welcome back, everyone, to Jackson's Rambles. We are on episode 4. Today we are joined by a very contrary but lovely guest, Miss Evelyn Huff.
Hi.
This podcast has not really been too long in the works. I posted the one last week, and I thought of guests I wanted to have on the show. And I've been told by some people that Evelyn and I have very similar personalities.
Ouch.
Thanks. You're gonna get kicked off the show.
I am. I know.
But I've been told that her and I have very similar personalities, so I should have her on the show. Shoot her a text. She's like, "I'm free Saturday."
I'm just that cool. I know. Just didn't have any plans Saturday.
No one else wants to be on the show, so really it's just...
Okay.
If you want to be on the show, though, like, follow at Jackson's, or Real Jackson's Rambles is what it is.
He doesn't even know his own username handle.
I do know my username handle. I just made the account like last week. So I don't have all the specifics.
Got it.
So just a work in progress here. But welcome to the show, and I hope that y'all enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe and do all those fun things. Share this with your friends, because without friends, we would not grow. We'd be very sad.
That's deep.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, topics of discussion. Number 1 is Evelyn. You are a gymnast. What level are you?
I just finished competing level 8.
So you're going into level 9.
Yes.
That's mad impressive. Do you have to be like a level 9 for X amount of years before you can be level 10?
No, you just qualify out of the level, so
Okay.
you can just compete as long
Are
as you
like
need to.
level 9s allowed to do certain tricks that level 8s can't?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. They continue to get more and more difficult, but they rate everything. All of the skills in gymnastics are rated on a scale of like A through like I. And
That's
so, yeah, it's weird, but they use, like, the ABCs, because, you know, gymnasts are stupid, because they spend all their time in the gym not studying, and so when you move to, like, level 9 and level 10, you're allowed to start doing, like, D skills and E skills and, like, F skills instead
Define
of...
a D skill.
Like a front tuck on the beam. That would be a D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they get harder and harder the deeper into the alphabet that you get.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Does it only go down to I? Is that like the last thing it goes down to?
I think so. There have been things that I think have gotten added to like more in the alphabet, but that's like as people
But there's
went
not like
into
a Z
something.
skill.
No, not at all.
So you did just compete in the...
I did.
Where was this? It was only in Toledo. That was kind of an L because
Yeah, that was
usually
a little bit sad.
Nationals.
Yeah.
Nationals
Yeah.
are about traveling all around the country,
Yeah.
and everyone got sent to the hellhole that is Ohio.
Yeah.
So, how'd you do? How did you do in the competition? How did we place today?
It was
Not today.
Wow, the voice crack. It's real, guys. It was really, really fun. I will say, even though it was like really weird that it was in Toledo, it was great because like I didn't have to travel anywhere super hard. Like I felt comfortable, still like in my own space. I knew a lot of the girls competing from my area because we were all kind of from the same space. It was really, really fun. I competed the first night and qualified in 11th place to finals the second night.
Hey.
So I know it was a whole thing because they had us compete and then they made us leave and come back at like 5 or 6 that night to do like awards and to announce who was like going to go to finals because there were other sessions of girls from our level competing like later in the day. So they had to wait. So we were going to go get food, and then it was like we could not find a parking spot anywhere in downtown Toledo. So I'm like freaking out and like snapping at people. It was not a good situation. And then they didn't actually start awards till like 8:30. And then they were like, "Congratulations, you made it." And my teammate and I who made it were like crying, and we were so excited. My coach started crying. She was so emotional. It was really, really sweet. And then competed the second night and walked away in 11th place again. So I guess balanced it out.
I know a top 11 gymnast.
You do?
I also know a top 3
11.
gymnast, so.
Okay. Wow. Ouch. Oh yeah, and I took 4th on beam.
Okay, that's
so
not bad.
I'll take that.
We
yeah.
still placed top 3 overall.
Okay, you know what? That was trampoline and tumbling. That's a little bit different.
It's cooler. Beam is not as cool as trampoline.
I don't know about that.
Also, a historical moment today, everyone. This is the first episode of Jackson's Rambles that is not only recorded with his voice being gone, but also the first episode recorded outside. So if you hear If you hear any wind, ignore the wind. We tried to make do with what we had.
The wind is its own vibe. It's just like adding another texture, another layer.
Another texture. Huh?
Another texture.
All right. So gymnastics was great. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
You've been doing gymnastics for how many years?
Oh gosh. I think almost 10. Yeah, I started when I was 7.
That is a shame.
So I know it's been a long time. Yeah.
And how will you use that to help and grow and enrich your kids?
Oh, you're gonna throw one of those questions at me? Oh my gosh. Well,
we have another substitute job if you leave.
That's so true. If I just jump off the podcast, he'll be like, "Hey, Noah, come in here and do this instead." What am I? If I do what? Like, how am I gonna enrich my kids' lives?
How are you gonna use gymnastics to like enrich your kids? Like, how are you going to use your skills to teach them valuable life lessons?
I mean, obviously, like the actual gymnastics itself is not going to teach them anything. Like, whether or not they want to play sport is like entirely up to them. But I mean, I'm sure gymnastics has taught me a lot about like commitment and a lot about. I've definitely had to grow into being a leader and learning a lot of time management stuff through gymnastics. So I'm sure that is stuff that I will be able to pass down to my kids. Gymnastics has also brought out a lot of harder things in me. It's brought out a lot of like perfectionism and stuff. So I think that's definitely something that I want to help my kids navigate someday. Like not feeling like they have to be perfect and have it all together, you know, because that is something that's definitely pushed in the gymnastics community a lot. But as Christians, we know that like we're not going to be perfect and we are going to make mistakes. Yeah. And so like being a perfectionist, you know, then that can be, I don't know, that can be a really, really hard balance. So I think that's definitely something I'll work on.
Way to go, Jesus on
it. Preach.
We will take an offering at the end of the podcast.
No, we're taking 3 offerings. One's right now. Just kidding.
So are you going to be one of those moms that like lets your entire kid's childhood like revolve around sports? Are you going to be that mom that has to run Davion to practice but run Alicia to the game after Davion's practice?
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I think there's a part of me that would definitely kind of want to be that parent because I think that's something my parents have done an incredible job, and I think it's so cool that the way that they have, like...
Shout out to the Huff parents.
Yeah, like, they have done a really, really good job of helping me balance sports and school and just being human. I think there's a part of me that has always, like, wished I spent more time in the gym or, like, doing it, and so I think there would be a part of me as a parent that would want to just, like, be like, yes, spend 24/7 in the gym, I will drive you to all the things.
Really?
But then, like, the realistic part of me is, like, I know that's not healthy. I know that I can't manage all that. I know that's really not good for them.
They need to have a childhood.
So, yeah, they need that childhood, and I've seen a lot of girls who have been devoted their entire lives to a sport or something, and they've really struggled with not having that same childhood. So, I don't know, hard balance, like everything, but...
Very interesting, very... unique outlook. It's kind of like you're on the fence about it.
I am, yes.
Depends on how the husband handles it.
Sure, yeah.
Because the man is just as important. All right. Gymnastics was a great topic. You recently acquired a job at a holy chicken company that I'm not going to name in case you decide to diss them. In case you decide to diss them, I'm going to just say that she got a job at a holy chicken establishment. And I'm curious.
With a cow for their logo. Thing.
No.
Mascot.
It's just a holy...
Mascot. That's what it was. Yeah. Holy Chicken Place.
Yeah, the Holy Chicken Place. How is the Holy Chicken Place treating you? How are you learning and being grown through your faith through the Holy Chicken establishment?
Yeah. I'm loving it. I've only been working there.
Now that's the McDonald's slogan. Now that's just not right.
It's my pleasure to share all about this with you. No, it's been really, really good. It's been very different from the other job that I've working at the Y. Like, it's just a very different dynamic, working with other people all day, having to, like, having to, like, help make customers happy and just work more with the team has been very different as opposed to, you know, I go into the Y and I clock in and I, like, talk to my 5-year-olds for an hour and then I, like, leave. You know, this is much more community-based, which has been really, really cool, and I've gotten to start making some friends there, which has been great. Yeah, it's been really fun. I've hopefully been doing a good job-ish.
We'll see if they fire you after this podcast.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens after this. But, like, once a day they clean the things that make lemonade, like the big lemonade things that you see out front when you go in there, right? And so, like, my first week there...
They clean it once a day?
They clean it more than once a day, but they always clean it, like, at the lunch shift that, like, I work.
Oh.
Okay, so they always clean it at, like, 2 o'clock. And the first week that I'm in there, one of the things that I was getting trained on was how to, like, clean this stuff, right? So I did it with a trainer, blah, blah, blah. And they want you to, it's a long process. This thing takes, like, I'm not even kidding. It takes like an hour. This thing takes so long.
Up,
oh my
really?
gosh. Because you drain all the lemonade out. You have to leave some in containers up front for them to keep using if they need it. You take the rest back to the big, like, freezer. You, like, totally, like, drain the rest of the lemonade. You take everything apart. Just, like, all the pieces have to come out. You take it all apart. You take it into the back, into the kitchen. You rinse it all off. You, like, use distiller water or, like, some kind of whatever.
Did it actually take an hour?
It actually takes an hour. I started it at 1:50 the other day. And I finished at 2:45. It was ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah. But so they had me do it like my first day there, and we did it or whatever. And then our manager comes up to me the other day, or one of our shift leaders, and he was like, "Hey, can you do lemonades today? Will you clean them?" And I was like, "Yay, sure, of course. I would just love to. It would be my pleasure." And he was like, "Yeah, you just did such a good job with it before. Like, you were so efficient."
Maybe it took you an hour because you're so good.
I was like, maybe I should not have done a good job on that. I should not have. So I guess now I'm stuck cleaning lemonades. But other than that, it's been great. I love it. I just get to talk to people all day.
What do you run? Like cooking, drive-through, specifically?
I'm like a front of house worker, so I'm not back in the kitchen. Yeah, I do all that stuff. So I do everything.
You take orders?
I do. I take orders inside and outside.
I gotta pull up. I just
got trained on outside orders. It was so fun until we had to do it in the rain, and then it was like kind of miserable. But and then
I gotta pull up and be that guy. And Karen stories.
Oh dear. Well, we did have a lady whose water broke, and we had to in the tree line. So we're all standing inside.
I'll have to go back through and close that out because this is a Holy Chicken establishment. What is that? 1127. All right, I'll go through and bleep that out.
So I can't talk about that?
No, you can. You just can't use the name of the establishment.
Oh, I got it. So they this lady's water broke, and so we had to clear the drive-through line to like let this lady out to get to the hospital. And the guy comes in and he was like, "I have the craziest drive-through story ever." And we're all like crowded around the screen in the back, like watching this happen as they like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. We've had people come through the drive-through and say like, we do like these kale salad things, and they'll be like, "My kale salad was smaller than normal," and we'll take it back and we'll weigh it, and it was like 2 ounces off. It's like half a piece of kale,
know, bro.
Like stuff like that. I'm telling you, like they got this like ESP or something. Stupid, but I love it. It's great, still great. Yeah. So those are probably those are the Karen moments
I've ever heard you use. You should do that again.
I love it. It's great. It's great.
This is not as good the second time.
No, it's a spur of the moment thing. It's just never gonna be as good again. But those are the Karen stories.
The only one?
I mean, I've only been working there like 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks maybe.
I mean, your brother's been doing softball and stuff, and he only has one Karen story, so I guess.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'm not interacting with customers all the time, the whole time, because, like, obviously there's, like, order taking and, like, you're working the drive-thru window, but then, like, obviously there's also people making milkshakes, making drinks, stuffing the bags with, like, all the utensils and sauces and all that stuff. So, like, there's all of those stations, so I'm not, like, necessarily... but it's been fun. Like, a lot of people I know have been coming through the drive-thru, or, like, they'll be inside, so I get to see friends or, like, family. Yeah, some people from school, some people from, like, gymnastics or other things. My grandparents have gone through a couple times after they go to Costco, so I've seen them. So it's been fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
You'll probably run into my dad eventually. He usually makes a trip over after Costco.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you'll get to tell him all the good things that I talk about.
Guess what Jaxson said?
Did you listen to episode 2, the one with my cousin?
Nope.
Oh. Well, that is a lot of devotion. I'm going to add like a prerequisite.
The devotion
you listen to the third one, right?
Yeah, the one with your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to the first one.
The first half of it.
Okay, so you literally have listened to 1.5 of the podcast? Okay.
Yep.
So, homework assignment. Go back and watch episode 2.
Okay, homework assignment.
My cousin talks about, she used to work at, I don't know if she still does work at Target. Maddie, if you work at Target, let me know. I'll come hook you up sometime. But she had this lady come in.
Yeah.
And she, like, had a thing of cheese.
Okay.
Right? That she wanted to return, because she worked at Target. And she wanted to return this thing. And it said, like, best if used by, I think it was February 23rd.
Yeah.
And it was, like, February 22nd. But it clearly had been opened, like, 5 months earlier.
Yeah.
Cheese plate cost like 3 cents. She didn't want to deal with it, so she gave the 30 cents back for the cheese plate or whatever. Right. And it was a very funny Karen story because this person literally wanted their money back for a cheese plate.
Oh my gosh. That they clearly bought. So
and opened. Like,
right. That's so stupid.
Have you ever caught anyone robbing from your Holy Chicken establishment?
From our Holy Chicken establishment. No, but there, like, definitely are people, because we get, like, a meal allowance at the end of our shift, and in theory, whatever we, like, spend it on, like, we're supposed to eat it there in the Holy Chicken place. Like, we're not technically supposed to take it with us, but, I mean, people, like, leave with it all the time. So, I know, the horrors. I know. I'm not one of those people. I'm a rule follower. Who do you think I am? I'm not.
I've known you for a very long time. You are definitely not a rule follower.
Well, most of the time, I just get, like, frosted coffee, so I just, like, am able to drink it really fast while I'm talking to
okay.
friends.
I want your opinion on this. So,
okay.
You asked last week with the episode with my dad about Wendy's Frosties and their strawberry. Have you had it yet?
No, I have not. I kind of don't know if I plan on trying it or not, because I don't know how I feel about... I don't love strawberry ice creams to begin with, and I feel like... I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Frosties either. So I feel like the strawberry and Frosty, like, are not a happy marriage.
Not a good mix.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let's see. Let's pull up the next topic here. We spent a good time on that one.
Yeah.
Go us.
I'm just really good at just talking. That was always one of my friends and I, like, always joke that we can just, like, bullcrap any school assignment, like, presentation. Because we can just, like, talk forever. So we just get up there and we're like, oh my gosh, yeah, so, like, okay, so now we have this other slide. And we really feel like this embodies, like, the message, like, all of what we're saying. So I'm just really good at, like, talking
I'm not gonna lie, I have used that in class a few times.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Language arts.
For sure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is how you're listening.
No, it's okay. I don't practice for, like, most of my presentations.
No, I never. I've not practiced for one presentation.
Yeah.
Not one.
You're one of those people who doesn't study for vocab tests or any of that stuff either, right?
Oh, no, I did. I had to this year.
Oh, good job.
Shout out to Gabe. I don't know if you listen to this, Gabe, but you coming in clutch with those quizzes, man. Shout out, Gabe. Wow.
Man.
Okay, this is an interesting topic I wanted to discuss. Racism and the effect on slavery in the modern American agriculture.
So the funny thing is, because you told me earlier that this was one of the things you got a response as, and I started, like, I actually looked this up to, like, see if this was a thing. This is, like, I don't even understand what exactly I'm supposed to be looking up. I feel like this is a topic, like, we don't touch on. Like, cover the wound with the Band-Aid.
You don't have any thoughts on racism and how it's affecting, like, racism and slavery, and, like, how that's affecting the crop growth in the American agriculture?
Like, today?
Yes.
Like, in today's...
Because, of course, slavery is illegal, but, like, do you think that crop production
obviously.
You think crop production is better now than it was with slavery?
I don't know if that's a fair comparison, because, I mean, we still have, like, people are still choosing to do a lot of that same work, and, like, we're still having those crops being produced, but it's people who are choosing to do that, right, as, like, their job, and we have a lot of new technology now that people didn't have then. So I'm not saying that racism was good or that, like, slavery was good, but I'm saying... I'm not saying, like, well, slavery was okay then because they didn't have, like, the machinery that we have today to, like, get the jobs done or whatever, but I'm saying that, like, whatever jobs would have been done then by those things, like, now we have, like, harvesters and we have, like, seeders and planters, like, all of these different things that are able to do all those jobs. So I mean, obviously, like, there's a lot of issues with the world and with racism and all these things, but I don't feel like agriculture is, like, the biggest hot topic with that, if that makes sense.
So no explicit thoughts on agriculture?
No explicit thoughts.
So that was just you bullcrapping like you were back in.
Mm-hmm.
You pulled a language
I
arts.
did pull a language arts.
I'm kind of offended. What other classes do you kind of, like, tend to ramble and lose time for? Like, waste time by either over-explaining a question or getting the teacher on a rabbit trail. I know a lot of my school friends are thinking of one specific teacher that we would always get rabbit trails on.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say a specific teacher.
He might be listening to it, so I might not listen.
I would just say that if there is a topic that we're talking about in class that I'm just, like, I don't understand it, or I'm just, like, not on board with it, I will definitely get the teacher off topic, like, regardless of who it is. Not even, like, intentionally.
So you're a nerd. So you're really dumb smart. So you're not one of those people that... Please just take the freaking compliment.
Okay. Thank you. I'm very smart. Moving on.
But, like, you're not one of those people that, like, in math class, for example, if you don't understand a topic, you don't care for it, you'll just let the teacher go on and blow on by it, and you won't ask to, like, know what the thing is?
It kind of depends. I have a really hard time, so thank you for saying that I'm smart or whatever. I have a really hard time actually learning in class. Like, I learn a lot better on my own when I'm, like, at home, like, reading from the test book, like, going back over my notes. I'm serious, like, all that stuff. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, like, I really
That ain't me at
struggle.
all.
I really struggle in class, even if it's a topic I'm good at. Like, even in English class sometimes, like, I really just struggle with it. And so, for me, stopping the teacher and asking them to go back, sometimes it's helpful and sometimes that's, like, beneficial and it's a good skill to have to be able to, like, I don't understand this. Can you clarify? Like, okay, like, what exactly does this mean? Could you rework this a different way? Could you reword this? Like, that, those are really critical, like, important skills. And they're definitely things that I've learned over the years and have learned even more, like, at chess with a lot of the, like, teachers and different things. And especially as I've had them from, like, more than 1 year in a row and just gotten to be more comfortable with them. But a lot of times, especially with math class, because it is so challenging for me, it's a lot easier for me to just work through whatever I need to work through in my textbook while the teacher talks. And then if I need to go back through and, like, have a separate meeting time with the teacher another day to sit down about specific questions I have, that tends to work a lot better for me than trying to make him or her, like, back up every, like, 5 seconds to re-explain stuff, because I do get really lost really easily.
That is fair.
Yeah.
I mean, what's different about our school compared to other schools is, like, we've had the same teacher for the same subjects for so long. And, like, I think it's a little more personal, like, when you graduate. I think it's going to suck more, because I know a lot of my public school people, they only have one teacher for sometimes even just a semester.
Yeah, I mean, my mom has been my English teacher, and, like, Mrs. Couch has been my history teacher since I was in, like...
Shout out Miss Couch.
Since I was in, like, 5th or 6th grade, right? I mean, my mom, I think, was, like, 6th or 7th. But I've had Mrs. Couch since 5th grade.
Same.
So, to think that, you know, like, to have had all of those years where not only am I continuing to build a relationship with the teacher, but where they have continually, like, invested in us and have really, like, been involved in our classes. Like, Mrs. Couch was, like, a chaperone on our school trip, right? Like, to have done all of these things year after year. Yeah, the 7th and 8th grade trip. That was a solid trip. Woo! Okay.
Oh, we need to go back to rating things.
Oh my gosh, we so do. That was so fun. You know, to like, build those relationships, and it's, like, it's good and it's bad. You know, it's, like, the bittersweet, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to graduate, and I'm not going to get to see those people anymore.
You have senioritis.
I do. I have senioritis so bad. But, like, also the, like, sweetness of, like, they supported me and, like, built my life really well, and now I get to go out.
But then you'll never see your weird friends who have podcasts ever again.
Okay, that's really sad. I'm going to see people. I'm coming back. I'm not disappearing off the face of the earth.
Yeah, you are.
I got a family here.
You have a family, sure, but you'll also find fun college friends, and you'll probably find males that you find attractive. You'll spend a lot of time with them.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a joke to you? I ain't
Yeah,
joking.
you're a joke to me. You're dead to me. You're wearing a Taco Bell shirt. What do you know? No comment. You cannot take your shirt off.
No, audio listeners, actually, we're not filming this, so everyone listening, I just tried to take my shirt off. Didn't.
And I told him no.
Thank you. This is a family-friendly show.
My pleasure. I've got that down pat.
Down pat.
Down pat. That's a saying. Have you heard that before? Down pat. You've never heard that? You're serious? Wow, you are missing out.
I want to make
Childhood.
Sure. Comment down pat if you ever heard of it.
Down pat.
Down pat? It sounds like down bad.
Like you said, I've got it down pat. Like, you
why not just I got it down?
I got it down. I guess I can say that too. It just doesn't sound as cool. I guess. I'm gonna record a country album.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's your country name gonna be? Is it just gonna be Evelyn Huff?
I think it might have to be like Evie or something. That sounds more country.
Evie?
Or Ev.
Evie H?
Yeah. Evie H. Ooh, I kind of like that.
Evie H?
I'm gonna do this now. I'm recording a
country
album.
You can use this microphone.
Yeah, I will use this microphone.
You might charge rent though.
Oh, great. I work 2 jobs and I still probably can't afford to pay you that.
You just assume I'm gonna give you a lot of money?
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, am I getting, like, paid for doing this podcast?
No!
Am I getting paid for hanging out with you?
Hey guys, this is post-recording Jaxson here. We were ever so rudely interrupted by one of Evelyn's siblings, so she added some content and some words that did not really need to be in the final product of the podcast. So this is a good reminder to stop the podcast where you are. Go drink some water. Come back later if you want. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with all your friends, because really, we all know your friends need this prime podcast content.
Son of a motherless goat!
Okay, 24:55. All right, sorry guys. We were rudely interrupted by one of Evelyn's siblings.
It was not rudely.
You've been dissing on her all day, so now the one time I diss on her.
She's my sister. I can diss on her as much as I want, but like as soon as it's, you know, like the family relationship thing, like as soon as like I can make fun of her as much as I want, but as soon as someone outside my family makes fun of her, like, I'm gonna be mean to that person.
You've been mean to me all day. And you called me someone who I'm not. So it really
That was an accident. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You've just been hanging out with this person so much more, and it's actually low-key hurting my feelings, but it's fine.
I'm sorry.
This is turning into therapy.
Wow, this feels amazing out here.
It does.
Everyone, welcome Mr. Huff. What do you have to say to the world, Mr. Huff?
We're podcasting.
Oh, we're totally rolling. What do you have to say?
I should have put the wrong time.
Yes, you did.
That's what I have to say.
You did. Yep.
Any wise words of wisdom? Any quotable quotes? Anything to lead, like words to live by?
Not without preparation.
Nothing put on the spot here?
Nice smart water.
Smart water, sponsor us if you want.
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Okay.
All right. It is currently 7:44 in the evening. We just had dinner. Would you like to go and rate a few of our favorite foods? Do you want to think? Do you want to take like 5 seconds to think of your 5 favorite foods and rate them?
I can tell you my 5 favorite foods right now.
List them. I'll rate them out of 10.
Okay. Should I like say one and then rate it and then like?
You say one, then I'll rate it.
Okay. Sushi.
9.
Oatmeal.
3.
Are you serious? Oh, that just hurts my heart.
Like plain oatmeal, if it's apple cinnamon, it's like a 5.
Yeah. Okay, peanut butter.
Peanut butter depends on what it's on, but I'll just go with the 4.
Ravioli.
Ravioli is a 6, 7.
Okay, that's fair. And probably steak.
Well cooked is we have a good cooked steak. Definitely a 10.
Solid 10. I'm a 10.
No, you're not. You're a 1.
Comment. Ouch. Ouch. If you turn, because like 1 is like 0, 1, and if you flip that around, then it's still a 10.
Okay, well, you're still a 1.
Boom. I'm just that cool.
Yeah, we've moved on to rating people now instead of food.
Okay, your top 5.
All right, my top 5. We have I'm gonna go sushi. Sushi's a top 5 for me.
Sushi is a 12 out of 10. Oh my god.
12 out of 10. Sour Patch Kids is honestly one of my favorite foods.
5.
Dang.
Not a fan.
All right. I like chicken and rice.
That's like a solid 6. I don't know how I feel about that.
Solid 6.
Yeah.
A good cheeseburger.
Are you serious?
A good.
That's like a 3. That's at like the bottom of my foods. Yeah. No, thank you.
A cheeseburger is a 3.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Okay. How many is that? Is that my 3rd food?
That was 4.
That was my 4th food. So I got to think of one more food that I really enjoy. I'm gonna go with chicken corn chowder soup.
I don't even know what that is, so I don't even feel like I can rate it.
Okay,
What's chicken corn chowder?
It's a chowder, right? You know what chowders are like?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love clam chowder.
Okay, yeah, just think of clam chowder, except it has corn, cheese, and chicken.
I know what corn chowder is. Oh, but it's just got chicken in it too.
Chicken and cheese, yeah.
That actually probably is really good. I mean, just off the top of my head, I would say like a 6 or a 7.
6 or 7?
Maybe. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Noah Huff. Do you not have any wise words of wisdom to say?
No, I'm good.
Man,
no wise words?
For being a smart family, my family really doesn't have many wise words to share.
No Bible verses or quotes to live by?
I'm scared because Noah's going to take the ACT soon, and I really think he's going to get a higher score than me, and it's scaring me a little bit.
I'm going to laugh at you.
I'm a little bit nervous.
I'm not even going to congratulate Noah. I'm just going to stand there and laugh at you.
Thank you so
much. Because
Noah
did better than you.
Thank you so much.
I believe in you, Noah. You got this.
Thank you.
Are you worried for the?
He goes,
are you worried for the ACT or the SAT?
Really.
Nobody takes the SAT anymore. Did you know when you take the SAT, you get you lose points if you get an answer wrong? So like on the ACT, there's nothing wrong. Like if you just guess.
So wait, can I just take one? Can I get one question, hope to get it right, and then not do anything else?
No. So like the ACT, if there are questions that you don't know, it's good to just guess because you'll probably get like some of them right. But on the SAT, if there's a question that you don't know the answer to, you want to just leave it blank because if you leave it blank, you don't lose any points. But if you like put an answer and it's wrong,
so could I hypothetically then answer the most minimal amount of questions that I know correctly and then leave every single one blank? Because I won't lose points on it?
I'm not sure. I think they like require you to do a certain number of them or something. You're right, because I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know. I know that you like lose points on the SAT if you... I'm not sure.
We're also joined by...
Interesting.
We're joined by Mr. Nathan Huff. What do you have to say, Mr. Nathan Huff? Would you like to pull up a chair? Would you like to sit down?
He's already sitting.
Here, come scoot over. You want to come and join us?
He's just got the best hair.
No.
He says no.
No.
Yeah, come on. Make this all about me. I'm just kidding. That was the
You're
most
the most spoiled white girl I know.
I know. Can we talk about your shoes? Let's talk about your shoes for all the people. How do you even describe those?
So I like to call these are these are cream Yeezy foam runners.
They're the most ugly shoes I've ever seen.
Actually,
No
I use
offense.
these as like noodle strainers sometimes.
Huh?
So you put some noodles in them.
No, you don't.
Bro, it would totally work. Someone go look them up.
If I did that with my Crocs,
Go
that would
look
be
them
so
up.
funny.
Go look them up.
Yes, I have Crocs.
Cream Yeezy foam runners.
They look like the shoes that you like get at Walmart when it's like, oh shoot, I'm going on a trip and I need like super cheap water shoes.
These shoes are like $500 or $600.
I know, that's ridiculous. I'm saying I don't get it. I'm sorry, I just offended you.
I want to talk about your shoes. You got a whole lot of nothing on right now.
Yeah,
what is your shoe game?
My shoe game right now is pink nail polish.
No, like actually, like what is your most expensive pair of shoe? Because I have a few sneakerheads that might listen to this. Sorry.
Probably either my Ghost Runner tennis shoes, which were like $250 or $300, or I mean definitely those. But I mean I have like blazers and stuff that were like $150.
Like basic white girl shoes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I see.
But my running shoes are like the most expensive shoes.
Why do you use them strictly for running? Are they like magical? Do they like run for you?
No, but I don't want to wear them out by like wearing them other times because they start to like lose the.
I want to see them after. I
I'll
want to see
show
them after
to
the
you.
show.
But they're like my favorites ever.
Do they like feel good on your toes or something?
They're so comfortable, and they have so much support, and they're really good.
I
have really high arches, so I just felt them. They're just foam.
Exactly. Hence the name. Foam.
Not a fan.
Runners.
Not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan of you on the show right now. You're being very negative.
What are your thoughts on Hey Dudes?
Honestly, overhyped.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, overhyped. They're okay.
Yes,
they're cool.
I
But then
agree.
I saw one person have a pair of Hey Dudes. Then the next week, 3 people had a pair of Hey Dudes. And then before I know it, the entire grade has Hey Dudes
That's what
on.
happened to me with Carhartt because I had never heard of Carhartt. Grant and AJ had them because it was like...
Shout out Grant and AJ.
Yeah, oh yeah. Because they were like work clothes or whatever, right? But I'd never seen them before, ever. And then it was like all of a sudden, everybody I knew was wearing Carhartt. And I was like, okay, apparently this is like a famous brand now or something. But yeah, the Hey Dudes, I saw this thing the other day and it was this guy and it was this picture of this guy at his wedding and he was wearing Hey Dudes, like in a full suit. With Hey Dudes, like getting married. And this guy had commented...
Getting married in Hey Dudes.
This guy commented on it, and he was like, already tying one knot, couldn't have been bothered to tie the knot on his shoes, too. Because you know how Hey Dudes, like, don't have the... Yeah.
Bro,
really
honestly, Hey Dudes are really overhyped.
They really are, I agree.
I mean, they're okay, but... Are you a flip-flop or a slide, like a sandal person?
Slide, any day. Or, like,
You don't
sandals.
like flip-flops?
No, flip-flops hurt my toes.
Like the... What is that? What is that called in between your toes?
The thong.
Bro, what?
Isn't it actually called a thong? I'm actually pretty sure that's what it's called.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure.
What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on thongs? Is it like the underwear? Like butt floss. I like to call it butt floss.
We're not having that conversation on a podcast.
Wow, okay.
What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen ever?
Are you on your phone looking up questions now?
Yeah, I was curious. I wanted a funny one. I felt like I needed to...
Bro, every time you laugh, you tilt your head back and you see inside your nasal cavity. There it is again.
I don't know why. It's like I can't quite get all the air out of my passage if I don't, like, tilt my...
If you don't, she just, like, leans back. It's like a good 40,
I also
45 to 90
snore
degrees.
when I laugh.
You do snort? Do you
Yeah.
snore?
No, I don't snore.
That is
I actually
surprising.
don't think I do.
That is surprising.
Yeah.
I thought you'd definitely be a
seriously.
snorer.
Not
What is
really.
the best Wi-Fi password? I have not seen many that are, like, unnormal. I've seen, there's one at my neighbor's house. It's called My Wi-Fi Ain't Slow.
Oh, that's great.
That one's funny.
That's great.
I don't know, I guess Wi-Fi passwords are a great opportunity to, like, you know, show the neighborhood your creativity.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when
absolutely.
I'm older, my Wi-Fi is gonna be like
1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 12, 72, 41, 9, 7, 6, 32, 9, 1.
why are you
0.
listing? You literally listed out my social security and all that.
Whatever.
No, you didn't.
And I was like, no, I didn't. That was too many numbers to be Social Security. Are you actually, like, friends, or, like, do you actually know the people in your neighborhood?
No.
I don't either.
I know 2
We've
people.
lived here for, like, since I was born, and we kind of know the people who live on either side of us, because one side, they have a kid my age, and that's, like, it. I don't know anybody else in my neighborhood.
Don't think I should live here.
No,
I
they
thought
live.
they lived close.
They live over near between Austin and Yankee Trace.
Oh, they live over there.
Yeah.
Dang. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun if I had friends who lived over here. I'm like the only Miamisburgian
That doesn't go to the school.
that goes to Chess and doesn't go to Miamisburg High School.
There's some that go to. Chess.
Chess.
There's
Yeah,
some.
I mean there's a few.
There's some.
Like the Horners are Miamisburg. They go to Chess.
Oh.
Shout out.
Yeah. Go Horners.
Ooh, the Wings.
What do you think about TNT? This upcoming year, what are you most hyped for TNT?
What am I most hyped for? Assuming they do it again, I'm really hyped for our ski trip because that was just the best trip of the entire year last year. It was so fun.
So a little bit of backstory. Our school basically has a youth group. It's called TNT. And they.
I never thought of calling it a youth group before. That's a really good way to explain
every
it.
time I tell them it's a youth group.
That is so smart.
We always go on different like youth trips and stuff. But that is just one of the things we're talking about. It's called TNT True North Testimonies. Check it out on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
So the way that they run, they split it up into freshman, sophomore, and then junior and senior. And the juniors and seniors, so the freshmen and sophomore do an event like once a month, but the juniors and seniors do like bigger trips, and they do them like every other month. So we end up doing like 4 trips or something. But like one is like we go to West Virginia and we go whitewater rafting. Like we go on a like multiple day ski trip. Like we go and like do these different big events, right? And so last year we went skiing in February or March or something. And it was this, like, 4-day thing, and we had this huge, like, 3 or 4 level, like, ski lodge. So this thing was, like, huge, and there was, like, this huge indoor pool, like, so many bedrooms, so many, like, spaces to, like, hang out, and then we got to, like, ski, and we did, like, snow tubing, like, all this stuff. It was so fun. So that is
Bro, snow tubing is not as fun as water tubing. I want to be straight.
No, that is so true. Oh, my gosh, yeah. The snow tubing, like, it was fine, but it was really, really cold, so it was just, like, kind of freezing our butts off. But, I mean, it was fine. I'm really looking forward to Butler Springs again, too. That's always a fun one. What?
That'll be the last time.
I know, because we don't get to go in the spring anymore.
Do you think we'll do paintball this year?
So sad. Probably not.
Bro, paintball, honestly, here, rate my favorite activities, top 3 favorite activities. Alright, number 1, ice skating.
Really?
Ice skating.
7.
Really? Okay, 7 for ice skating. Paintball?
4. I really dislike paintball.
Alright, and...
I've only ever played when it's freezing and it hurts.
Going to the arcade, that's always a blast for me. No?
5.
5?
It's better than paintball, but it's not as good as, like, ice skating or something.
Or just, like, swimming. What about swimming?
Swimming's okay. I like to be in the water. I'm not just gonna, like, swim laps. But I do like to... Yeah.
Were you on swim team?
No.
You were never on a swim team?
No. I mean, my dad did swim team, so I always, like, was kind of brought up, like, I kind of did swim team, but I never actually did swim team. I did soccer, and then I did gymnastics.
You've been stuck with gymnastics ever since?
Yep.
What are your top 3 favorite activities? I don't mean to put you on the spot.
This is so bad, but I feel like I don't even have enough extra time to do other activities. I do really like going to Kings Island during the summer.
So theme park?
That's a big one. Yeah, like theme park stuff is
Theme
really
parks
fun.
are like an 8, but they're like a 12 if no one's there. If it's rainy,
that's so true.
If it is raining, theme parks are a 12.
That's a big one. I love boating. Boating is fun.
Boating's like a 6 unless
I
the
like
people
the
that are actually fun.
Yeah. That's true. I would rather like go with like a big group of friends than like, I don't know. It's just more fun with like more like fun people or whatever. And then does like going to the gym count?
Like working out?
Like working out. That's like a top activity for me. Especially if
fun.
I go like with a partner or like a friend. Like that is so much fun.
Bro, we should go to the gym sometime.
I'm so down.
We'll
Go orange.
No. We don't go to. We're not gonna go to OTF. That's different. That's different. But like go to the Y or something.
Yeah,
I'm
down.
Lift weights. Yeah.
I bet you I lift more than you do.
You probably do. I can go higher and I have more vocal range than you do though. So.
That's a fact.
That is a.
Oh, I forgot.
Fact.
Yeah, writing songs too. That's a good.
Oh, writing songs.
Activity.
Oh, you did, bro. You've written a few absolute bangers. I won't even.
How about actually? Oh, thank you so much.
Bro, not even gonna cap. A few absolute bangers. Got a few caught in my head. So that's how you know it's good.
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
Actually, I know someone. He just released a song lately.
Who?
His name is David Somebody. That's literally his last name.
That's weird.
It is a little odd, but no hate to you, David. Love you, David. And yeah, he released a song called Noble. You can find it on all streaming platforms. You should go listen to it.
Look it up. That would be cool.
I gave him a shout out. That might happen.
Shout out to David someone.
Somebody.
Okay.
I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it.
Somebody that I used to. How does the tune of that song go? The somebody that I used to know.
Dun,
No.
dun, dun. But you didn't have to cut me off. That one?
Is that the Somebody I Used to Know or whatever?
Yeah, by Gayoti.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with song titles.
We'll listen to that song after because I don't want to get a
Okay.
copyright strike.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
because Gayoti's coming after me, bro. His rent's due.
Sounds good.
Yeah. The feds, they're coming for you. I don't know if you guys can hear it,
dear.
but there are sirens blaring out in the...
People have fires. Somebody's garage burned down at the end of our street
Shut up,
at
really?
the end of the school year.
How?
Yeah. My dad texted me. He was like, there's a fire. I don't know. Apparently, they had some old electrical circuit, like, in the back of their garage with too many things plugged in. And there was this huge electrical fire, and the whole
Boosh.
thing burned down. It's still
The whole
not
house burned
there. No, just the garage. But, I mean, it was bigger than our garages. Like, it was a pretty
Bro, I need to see
solid-sized
this. Holy crap.
garage. Yeah.
Start making a list of, like, things we need to do after this is over.
We can go look at the burned down house or
See
garage.
shoes.
See shoes.
Listen to
yeah.
song.
Jam.
Chill
I
out.
just recently, like, have been good about actually, like, listening to new music instead of just being caught on the same, like, 4 songs on repeat. So I'm, like,
What were those
finding
4
new
songs? I'll
music.
rate them.
I didn't actually have, like, a top 4 songs. I just meant, like, I
And
just
what are
listened
you
to, like, the
listening
same
to
music.
now?
A little bit of everything. I listen to, like, some rap, some pop, some worship music, lots of country. Country is, like, my jam. I love country music.
Like Luke Bryan, Kelsey Ballerini, Jason Aldean.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. And, Dustin Lynch.
Eh.
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
No, I'm more
So
of a
good.
Morgan Wallen. I like Morgan Wallen a whole lot.
He's pretty good.
Don't even say
solid.
he's mid.
No, he's solid. He's solid.
Solid?
Yeah, he's solid.
Bro, and he's like solid, you know?
You know what? I don't even know if I've seen a picture of him, to be totally honest. I know, I'm crazy. And I recently got into Vance Joy.
Vance Joy's
I had-
okay.
Okay, I had heard the beginning of Riptide, right? But I was turned it
Wait,
off.
Vance Joy
because
isn't even country music.
I'm not talking about it as country music. I'm just talking about it as music in general, right? But I listened to the beginning of Riptide, but I never listened to the whole song through because I was like, I got through the first like half verse and I was like, this is stupid. I hate this song, and turned it off. Well, then I finally heard the entire song and I was like, dang, this is actually really good. And then I listened to more of his stuff and like now I'm kind of obsessed. So like one of my new favorite artists at the moment.
All right.
That's all gonna probably change like as soon as I find another cool artist. Because that's just
Do you
how
have
I
any
roll.
song suggestions?
Like
Because
for what genre?
like a popular. Actually, I might even do Riptide, but the popular thing that I do for the popular thing I do for the not really popular. The thing I do for the podcast is I like to change the
intro
song every single
Ooh.
episode, so it's been different every single time.
Do
And
Riptide?
I think I'm going to do Riptide. It's going to cut
Riptide.
off right here,
Oh my gosh,
and it's going to start playing Riptide.
sounds good.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
people in the intro will be cool, but it won't be cool in the
Yeah,
it won't be
yeah.
cool in the podcast. But anyways,
He's super cool. I'm down. That's so cool.
you're down for Vance Joy? Down bad?
No,
Does he
not
not
at
look
all.
good?
I was gonna say I don't even think I've seen a picture of him either. The majority of the people I listen to, I don't know what they look like. Like if I passed them in the street, I would not know who they were. I'm serious. Like I just because I listen to music, but like I listen to it on Spotify or whatever. So it's not like I'm like, I don't know.
Reading
So
the
I
music
guess
and stuff.
yeah. I mean, I guess like a lot of them have like their picture on an album cover. So I guess I've like seen them.
Okay, but then there's
But-
people like Billie Eilish who just or no, that was Kanye. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Kanye who just did a black.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, and like not everybody obviously has their picture on their album cover, but like a solid majority of them, like a lot of the country music stuff does.
Right.
But like I don't.
Did
pay
you
a
see
lot
that
of
Luke
attention.
Combs ones that had like him in a stained glass mirror or stained glass thing? Luke Combs Hurricane. That was a song in the album.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that what the album cover was.
It was all right. Pretty decent album. Luke Combs, pretty okay. You do a
Yeah.
good job out there, Luke.
That's so true. It's like he's like mid. He's like decent.
He's a 5.
Yeah, he's kind of one of the like classics. I feel like for like
he's
this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So is
Like
Morgan
everybody
Wallen.
knows.
Morgan Wallen, he's definitely more than
Morgan
a 5.
Wallen has become super popular.
He is definitely like an 8
Yeah,
or 9.
that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music.
Let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing.
Yeah.
Do you like fishing?
I like the peace and quiet that comes with fishing. I'm not just like, oh my gosh, I love to fish, but I love just like being out on the lake in the calm, like with like one or two.
I don't know
other
actually.
people.
So we went
It's great.
boating before we recorded this. I don't know if you caught me out in the lake. I was literally just chilling there, floating on my back.
Oh yeah, you
Literally
did.
just
Yeah,
for
you were just like
minutes.
oblivious to the world. I thought you were gonna float out to ocean, like
Like
waves.
You thought I'd just like drown almost.
But like not drown, cause like I know you're buoyant, but like.
Details. You just called me fat for a third time today.
No, I meant you're a swimmer. You can stay afloat. You're fine. fine.
Your nasal cavity looks great today, by the way. You're flaring your
And
nose.
my left earlobe. Your right, or wait, that is your left. Your left earlobe is bigger than your right one.
Is it actually?
Yes.
Is it?
I actually think it might be.
Is it?
No, it's not. I just said that.
Did I just get Josh?
You're gonna be
I
insecure
can't see my
forever
ears.
now.
I've been insecure by a 5-year-old kid who called me fat at work, so it's fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Suck it up, earlobes. I'm gonna start calling you that.
No. No, you can't call me earlobes because I don't have a nickname for you yet.
You don't need it.
I mean, I haven't, you're,
How about Evelyn?
no, you're Evelyn, like, in my phone, but, like,
I'm Evelyn.
yeah, good Evelyn Huff, but
So cool.
no, it's really not. It's okay.
We need to talk about how to have We need to talk about how to have oh my gosh.
Start over.
I'm really tired. We need to talk about we need to talk
Bro, just a little that comes out every time you laugh.
There's a snort.
There's the snort,
Oh
everyone.
my gosh. My mom told me I'm never gonna date someone because I snort. That's what she told me like a month ago.
No,
It
I'm
was
pretty
so
sure. I'm
sad.
pretty sure. Man of Interest has a snort fetish. I'm not gonna shout him out,
Sure.
but he probably does.
I'm sure people do. What was I gonna? Oh, we need to talk about the fact that I have to charge my phone like every day. Like some people can like their phone like the battery will last for like a couple days.
Yeah, I could probably like scroll on TikTok
Like okay,
all day. Like if I wanted to, I could
right.
scroll on TikTok all
I
day
have
without charging my
okay. Like I worked this morning, right? And then I picked you up and came back and we went to the lake. So I have not really been on my phone. My phone's at 30%.
You also did play music in the car though, so
I didn't play music in the car.
you had music playing when I got in the car.
Yeah, but then I paused it.
You were playing music and
True, for like 20 minutes. It was like not a long drive. They really play it. Whatever.
What other weird questions do you have on that
Let's
dead phone
see.
of yours?
Let's see. Some other weird questions. Have you ever gone an entire day without wearing underwear? Can I ask that on a podcast? Is this PG or PG-13?
When it comes to like language and stuff, it's most definitely PG. But I guess when it comes to content, not really. I mean, if I'm sick, or if I have like a day off where I'm like literally doing nothing, on like a Friday or something, because like, you know, not when we're not at school. But if I'm literally not going anywhere all day, sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes.
Okay, that's weird. I don't get that.
You don't get that? You're not
No.
all about that?
No.
Ain't no way.
No.
Not once.
Do you hang toilet paper over or under? You know, like when you put it the new roll on, like which
Oh
way
yeah,
should
it comes
the new
down
flap go?
over. It never goes under.
Thank you. Oh my
Never
gosh.
goes under. Trey does it
Everybody in
always
my
under.
house. Everybody in
And
my
I'm gonna
house.
fix it.
Yes, everybody in my house does it under, and I'm like, what is
It's so much easier to tear it off when it's
what
over.
is your problem?
And then you tear it off, and then automatically it just rolls a little more, so it's like ready to go for the next turn.
Yep.
No, I'm getting interviewed. This is a little weird.
Well, you can interview me again. I'm sure you have. Do you have more topics?
I do not actually. Someone said fun stuff. Shout out to that person. Love you to
This
death.
is all the fun stuff.
That was a really, really very bland thing.
Okay.
You just ripped out a whole chunk of your hair. What the frick? What the
You want
frick?
to hear a funny story
What the frick happened?
about my
How do you
hair?
just rip out a chunk of your hair?
It's because it's really brittle or something. So a couple weeks ago, right, like at the end of the school year, I had braided my hair, and I had a piece of hair that was like, it had not got included in the braids.
Oh, I remember that.
Right?
I noticed it.
Right? So there was a piece that was like not there. Well, it started bothering me. So I was like, sometimes if it's just like a tiny little strand, I would just like pull it out or like cut it out because it's like, it doesn't matter. It's like, you know, this tiny little piece. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do that. So it was this piece like right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just take a pair of scissors and I cut it off like at the base of my head, not realizing that this was actually a pretty thick piece of hair, right? So, like a week later, I realized that I have this little tuft of hair, like 2 inches long, sticking up from my part because I had like been stupid and cut my hair off, and then it was like starting to grow back, but it was growing like straight up instead of like over and around. So for the past like month, I've had to part my hair in a different spot to let it grow out.
That is funny.
Which is great.
Is it annoying? Tedious?
No, it's fine, and it's like pretty much like gone now. Oh my gosh, somebody said this to me the other day, and they were like we lose hair, right? Like hair falls out.
Yep.
Like there's something like we lose like 75 strands of hair a day or something.
No shot.
No, I'm 100% serious. This was
I think it
like
might be more for
statistic.
women. Gotta be.
Maybe it's. Oh, I'm sure it is because girls have like way more hair normally. But like hair, we're losing hair, but hair is also growing back. Excuse me. Unless you're going bald, hair's growing back in too, right? So like in theory, it like counterbalances it or whatever. But why is it that like, why don't we always just have like little pieces of hair like sticking up? You know, because if like stuff's falling out, how does it like grow But like for girls,
do you see this up over here?
yeah, but like for girls,
always
like
sits
how
up.
do they piece it? Like they just automatically, like I don't know, it's really weird.
Like this bit right here, no matter
Yeah.
how much I
Those
always
are like
sits up.
cowlicks though too, a little
Crowns.
bit. Like that's not what
Double crown is what I have. It's a
double
very
crown.
yeah. So I think it's decently rare. It's like 5% or something.
Huh?
All 3 of my siblings have it. All 3 of my blood siblings.
Are you colorblind?
No.
Can you wiggle your ears?
No. Yeah, I cannot
I
wiggle my
can't.
ears. I know you can, and
That's
it looks
so
really
cool.
like you're wiggling your forehead.
I know it's like my whole.
Or
face
you have like a
moves.
5 head right now.
Ooh.
That's gross. I can raise my eyebrows. That's fine.
I can raise one. I can close
Kind
one
of.
eye.
Oh, I can wink. Ooh.
Yeah, that's called winking. Oh my gosh, I have this. I'm sure we talked about this, but for anybody who doesn't know, I should just like tell the entire school this now. I have this like weird tick with my right eye. So sometimes it looks like I'm winking at people, and I'm absolutely not.
No, it looks like the most like weird flirty.
Yeah, it looks
weird
like I'm
thing
trying
ever.
to like flirt, wink with someone or whatever, and I'm not. Like I could be talking to you about a science experiment, and you would think I'm like winking at you, and I'm like, I swear
Actually,
to you, I'm
you
not.
haven't done that lately, and I'm sure now that you're talking about it, you'll probably start to do it.
Maybe so. Maybe it'll be like on my mind more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah. But it's weird. Just like disclaimer for everybody, like I'm not winking at everybody all the time. It's just this weird tick.
Yeah, Evelyn.
It happens a lot more when I'm like anxious or nervous too. So like before tests or like projects and stuff like that.
Oh, that's why you did it to me a lot at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Were you worried about school ending last year?
Yeah. For sure.
How come?
For sure. Are you talking about like this past like what just ended?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes. No. Like the school year that like just ended.
Yeah. Like
Was I
3
nervous
months ago,
about
yeah.
it? I think it was not so much that I was like nervous about the school year ending. It was just like a lot of the stress of trying to finish everything before the school year was over.
Oh.
Like all the tests and all the projects and like dealing with people before the school year was over.
Bro,
Like all
low-key
that stuff.
finals weren't that bad this year.
No, they were not at all.
Finals
Our
almost actually
our
never
government
bad.
final was really easy.
Yeah, actually, so what's fun fact?
Yeah.
I aced the first 2 tests that I had in world history, and the final, the worst grade that I got in Miss Couch's class for a test was on the final. It was an 86,
Good job.
which actually
The-
it's really bad for you, I'm sure.
No, I mean, for like we don't need to talk about some of my math grades last year. Like who? But the best.
Were there
grade
any
I
ones
got-
that you absolutely didn't fail, or sorry, didn't pass?
Yes.
You didn't.
There
pass.
was one that I'm pretty sure I got a 50 on.
I did not. I passed every single one of my math tests this year.
Good job.
I did
yeah.
pass, but I think the worst I got was like a 62.
Yeah. I did get a 97 on my like final test, like the last test we took, which was really
Yeah, my
exciting.
best
that felt
grade.
really
My best
good,
grade on math test is 91.
But I was
93
good at
actually.
that,
I
but-
outperformed the smartest
yeah.
person in my math class. Did she tell you about that, Noah? Yeah, like I rubbed it in every single class. Yeah.
Math was hard. Pre-calculus was difficult. Like that
How
was the
do you
hardest.
feel going into math next year knowing you won't have the beloved MJ?
Well, actually, I'm not taking math this year. I know, I've gotten all my requirements, so I have to take a college algebra class, like, when I go to college, but I'm gonna wait,
Ew.
because there's no reason to do it now. So,
Let's get
I'm,
on
like,
the start.
basically done, I know. And I'm done with my sciences, too.
We're literally just gonna be working.
I know. I'm taking Bible and English at Chess, and then I'm still working at the Holy Chicken Place
So
and
you'll-
at the Y, and then I'm taking, like,
So you'll
2
be free a
college
lot,
classes. Yeah, probably so. I'm taking, like, 2 or 3 college classes, so I'll have to, like, have stuff turned in, obviously, but it'll be, like, more flexible, because they're online classes.
Oh, sweet. So you
So,
won't be like
yeah, it'll be
crazy
better.
booked up like you usually are.
I mean, I'm still, like, working 2 jobs
Okay,
and
actually,
going
I
to
have this-
gymnastics, and you'll be at school, but, like, yeah.
I have this one friend. I swear she never has anything like any time to do.
Me.
No, it's actually not you.
Oh.
It's not you. It is. Actually, they don't even go to chess. But I swear, every single time, like, I ask them, like, to hang out, they're like, "No,
Yeah.
bro, I have this going on," and I
Yeah.
don't know if they're like intentionally ignoring me, like I did something wrong, or they just are actually busy all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
I could not stand being that busy all the time. It'd be
Yeah.
awful.
See, for me, if I'm not busy, and I'm sure part of this was a little bit of the, like, overachiever perfectionism stuff I was talking about earlier with gymnastics, but if I'm not busy, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And I don't know how to, like, occupy myself if I'm not busy. Like, I need to be doing something. So,
What's that? What was that noise?
I don't know.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Whatever.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
That was the weirdest thing. Anyways.
Anyway, so, like, I need to be busy. Like, that's why I was okay with working 2 jobs this summer, because I was like, I'm gonna be so bored all summer. Because, like, obviously I'm, like, hanging out with friends and, like, doing stuff like
We
that.
only hung out one time.
But
It makes me very sad.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But, like, obviously I'm not doing that every single day.
Right.
So having a second job has been really nice to, like, give me something else to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's been great.
And you've been watching a lot of TV.
Yes. I've been watching The Office, so I'm almost done with that, which is exciting. I'd never seen it before. People always talked about it. I felt like I needed to watch it to, like, get all the references and stuff. And then I'm, like, halfway through Stranger Things.
Steve.
So, don't spoil it for me. I'm not done yet. I know.
He's just my favorite guy.
I know. You've said that, and I'm more on board with that the more and more that I, like, watch and, like, get to know him.
I'd be fine.
Totally
I'd honestly be
understand it.
fine if Joe Keery was my dad.
Steve and Hopper are probably, like, my favorite characters. I'm on board with that.
Is Hopper your favorite?
I feel like
He's like, cool.
He's managing the situations that he's put in as well
I don't
as
think
he
you'll
can.
like him season 3.
Well, you're going to ruin it for me.
I ain't
Burst
gonna
my
ruin it.
bubble. Okay.
I'm not ruining it. I'm just making a very good guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do we have any other questions?
I don't know. Do you have any more questions?
I'm out of topics, man. We're just rambling now.
Dang.
This is Jaxson Rambles after all.
Dang. Jaxson Rambles. You just keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. Could you eat ice cream using your bare hands?
Yes, I
Yes.
could. I probably
Really?
won't, but I could.
Really? What flavor?
Any? I could
What's
do
the
it.
best flavor of ice cream?
That is a tough one. I'm gonna go. I can't pick one favorite.
You got to.
I don't know. Grater's peach ice cream's pretty darn
Are you
good.
serious?
What's yours?
Okay, I'm actually going to say, first of all, I've had it one time, and it was really, really good. So I'm just saying, like, I've had it once, so I'm just saying that. Whatever. I'm not a fan of birthday cake flavored things.
Nope.
But Cold Stone's birthday cake ice cream.
Cold
I had it
Stone's
one
cookie
time,
dough.
was
I'm
so
changing
good.
mine. Cold Stone's
So
cookie
good.
dough ice cream, or what was it? It was like, I think it was cookie dough, or it's cake batter. That's the one.
Cake
The
batter.
Cake batter. It's so
Maybe
good.
that's what this is. Maybe it wasn't birthday cake. Maybe it was cake batter.
But it was like so thick, and like
yes.
you could taste the
maybe
thickness
that's
in the
what
flavor.
I'm thinking of. Yeah, okay, maybe that's what I was thinking of. But it's really, really good. And then I also really like butter pecan ice cream.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. In small amounts. Otherwise, it's like too sweet, and I'm just like,
Mm.
Do you eat or drink soup? And is a hot dog a sandwich?
Hot dog is not a sandwich. Very strong. Again, I'm very, very strong for that. I eat soup with a fork, if that's what you mean. But like, do I slurp with a fork? No.
Do you actually eat soup with a fork?
I meant spoon.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Do you eat pizza with a fork?
If it's like deep dish or like
Okay,
Chicago
that's
style.
That's fine.
But just
if
like
it's
a piece of like pizza, no.
Yeah, it was like crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't at all.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Anything?
I think that's it. I'm out of rambles.
All right, well, before you go, I do have to get some like a Bible verse or wise words of wisdom or something to live by.
Ooh. I gotta think about that.
All right, well, this will be.
You want like a Bible verse, or you want words of wisdom? I guess in theory they could like go together, right?
If it's a proverb, yeah.
Okay. This is like not like super basic, but this is like the one that I would say. I love the verse that says the light shines in the darkness and the darkness will not overcome it. So my encouragement would just be that there are going to be moments that feel like darker, or like maybe you're struggling with perfectionism or like anything, like whatever it is. There are going to be those moments that feel darker, like something is like wrong, but when you're constantly pursuing Christ and you're constantly digging into the Word and you're constantly like surrounding yourself with the other people who are like in His Word as well and stuff, then that is that light and it will overcome that. And you know, in this world we will have trials, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. Like there's hope. There's hope.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Thank you, Evelyn, for coming on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Round of applause for Evelyn.
Can I applaud myself?
Yes, you
There's
can.
no one else here.
Be sure to stay hydrated. Be sure to stay hydrated. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, I will see you guys next week. This has been Jackson's Rambles.
Peace out, Girl Scout.